This conference will now be recorded.
See whether you people are able to see the screen. Are you people able
Yes,
to?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to solve the case study now. Okay. So let me read out the case study. So it is Bangalore Cafe. Okay. So the case study name is Bangalore Cafe, where I wanted to set up the cafe. Okay. So here I have a client by name Sumit who wanted to set up a cafe in Bangalore. So he is giving the related informations. Based on that information, I need to tell him whether if he is setting up the cafe in Bangalore, whether it will work out or how. Okay. Sumit wants to set up a chain of cafe in Bangalore. Sumit has identified the location and the products that he wants to sell in this cafe are as follows. He wants to sell the below mentioned items like tea 20 rupees, Maggi 60 rupees, shakes rupees 150, samosa rupees 30, puff rupees 80. To operate the cafe, it needs to have 450 square feet space for retail shop with the lease rental of rupees 150 per square feet per month. Okay. So rental contract for 5 years. Deposit of rupees 10 lakh at the start. So in order to open the cafeteria, he needs a retail shop. So with the space of 450 square feet. Okay. Online aggregators account for rupees 40% of the total sales. So he is going to give the online aggregators also out of 100%, 40% will be online aggregators. Like online aggregators can be Swiggy and Zomato. Charge a commission of rupees 30% on the total sales. So whatever the sales they have done, on that they are going to charge 30%. Okay. A one time renovation of the premises worth rupees 15 lakh will be needed. So renovation of the premises is 15 lakh rupees at the start. So wage inflation in the economy by 7%. So wage inflation means salary 7%, there is an increase. Food expenses are expected to be 35% of the contribution. So expenses means whatever the raw materials I need to buy, all those things, 35% of the total contribution it is required. Generated for the period tax of in the economy is 35%. Tax losses cannot be carried forward. The initial investment, so tax will be 35%. The initial investment will be deposit plus renovation. Okay, can be funded 20% bank loan. So out of that 100%, 20% is going to take the bank loan at 12% interest rate. The remaining should be funded using equity. So equity, the debt is to be repaid at the end of the fifth year in lump sum. So at the end of the fifth year, whatever the 20% bank loan he has taken, he has to refund it. Evaluate the business opportunity with the project life of 5 years. So here we need to calculate it for 5 years. After 5 years, the cafe will be sold to big brand. So after 5 years, he is going to sell it. He is not going to keep it with, and the deposit will be refunded to Sumit. So whatever the deposit he has paid, it will be refunded to him. Okay, ignore the depreciation. Now we need to tell, should Sumit invest in this above project? Okay, so here apart from it, what are the things that we need to take care of means average daily sales. So average daily sales per day for the first month. So expected sales for the first month is tea 100 per day you need to sell. Samosa 50 samosas he need to sell. Maggi 50 Maggis. Puff 30 puff he has to sell. Shakes increased in the sales. Okay, 15,000 per number. Cleaner, one cleaner he needs 12,000 salary, and others he need one extra person 18,000 salary. So this is the details what we have. Now he has given the related information about setting up the business. What are the things he is going to set up, how it has to be done, whatever the calculation he has made it and kept, he has shared us. Okay, now we need to calculate it for the 5 years, and I need to tell the IRR, that is internal rate of interest. Means when he is investing some amount, is the business will be going in profit or in loss. I need to calculate it with the necessary information and tell him. Okay. So now based on this, we are going to calculate the things. So I'm going to open the file. Okay. So now I have this sheet being built. So now I need to calculate this entire thing. So by the end, I will be able to know whether the business will make profit or loss. Okay. So step by step, I'm going to tell you. So I don't want you people to try along with me. Okay. Don't try it simultaneously. First understand what I'm doing. I will give you the required timings, solve it, then we will go with the next step. Okay, any doubts in between you can ask me. So now here, so I'm going to open my file. So here, first thing is, so what are the items that we are going to take? So I need to take the price. Okay, so price T, how much they are telling, equals 20. Then samosa, it is 60. Sorry, samosa, how much it is? So samosa is 30, equals 30. Then Maggie is 60, equals 60. Then puff, it is 80. Then shakes, it is 150. So what they are telling, so price, they have not mentioned anywhere that there will be increase in the price. Okay, so this is going to remain the same as it is. So what I'll do is I'll take equals the previous year value and drag it. So the same thing, the previous year value only. And here 150. Okay, so now I have taken, now I need to calculate the quantity with the price. So first here the sales I need to check. Okay, per day, so how much is the expected thing they are telling, how much I need to sell. So 100 per day equals 100 into, so per day it is 100, so in a year I have 365 days. Okay, so samosa, how much it is expected to sell, 50, equals 50 into 365. Then Maggie, so Maggie 50, so equals 50 into 365 days, equals puff, puff is 30, so equals 30 into 365. Then shakes, it is 20, equals 20 into 365. That means 20 shakes he has to sell in one day. So what it is for 365 days. Now what they are telling, so they are telling that 1% here month on month growth is there. So 1% month on month growth they are telling. So that means 1% for 1 month means for 12% for 12 months. Okay, so I'll take previous year value into, open the bracket, 1 plus 12%, close the bracket, enter. So I'm going to drag this. Next one, equals previous year value into, open the bracket, 1 plus 12%. Enter. Then Maggie equals previous year value into 1 plus 12%. I'm going to drag it. Equals previous year value into 1 plus 12%. Equals previous year into 1 plus 12%. So it is done. So I wanted you people to do with this too. I hope you people understood. Any doubts?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, what's the logic behind doing 1 plus 12%?
So here, when I'm telling, so per day we are going to sell 100 numbers. So they have told per day he has to sell 100 tea, 50 samosas, 50 Maggi, puff 30, shakes 20. So here per day it is 100 means 365 days it is total this much, isn't it? So now here why am I taking 1 means, so previous year value, that is 36,500 into 1. So this 12% how I have got, 1 month 1% means 12 months 12%. So when I multiply 36,500 into 1, it is going to remain the same plus the 12% value. So
Okay,
it has
ma'am,
to be
understood.
added, it has to be added with that percentage, no? That's why I have taken 1 plus 12%. First take the price, then calculate the quantity.
Done, ma'am.
What about others?
Completed, ma'am.
Okay.
2 minutes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, now here they are telling the deposit amount. So deposit amount, so here when we are talking about, it needs to have 450 square feet retail shop, a lease rental of rupees 150 per square feet. So per month. So they are telling deposit 10 lakh rupees equals 10 lakh. 10 lakh rupees renovation. So renovation they are telling. So one time renovation is expected is 15 lakh equals 15 lakh. So I'll tell total it is 25 lakh rupees total investment is required. Okay. So here, so debt how much they are planning. So out of that 100%, 20% I can go for the debt. So equals this value into 20%. So that will be 5 lakh rupees I'm going to take. So equals, so this amount minus this amount. So the remaining will be the equity. Okay. So total investment minus the debt, I'm going to get the equity. Okay. So then salary I need to calculate. So they are telling that one manager, three cooking staff, one cleaner and others. So per month. So I'm going to tell some product. Some product. So pick the values. So per month the value is 95,000. Okay. So the salary what I am going to pay, how many numbers? Okay. So this is my salary. This is my salary what I have to pay. Now coming to the annual sales. Let's take equals. So quantity, sorry. Quantity into price. So I'll come here and drag it. So next one equals samosas into price. So next Maggie, quantity into price, then puff into this amount. So shakes, so 1 second, let me check the values. So here it has come minus, not minus. So you should get this values. 1 second, 7 lakh 30. 876. So C7 into C14. Sorry, into. So this type of silly mistakes we will do. Then here, first one, second one, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8. Okay. So now you should get this values. Just multiply this. So the quantity into price from here, and here put this values in the appropriate place. So do this.
Ma'am, what do you do in the place of debit and equity?
So debt. So debt. What did they say in the case study? So they have told. So the initial investment will be deposit plus renovation, can be funded by 20% bank loan. So here deposit, how much they are telling? So deposit will be where, yeah, here deposit of rupees 10 lakh at the start. So deposit is 10 lakh. Then renovation, so they are telling a one time renovation is expected is 15 lakh. 15 lakh. So total, so 1 lakh plus 15 lakh, 25 lakh total investment is required. So now debt means they are telling that debt can be, so that initial investment deposit plus renovation can be funded by 20% bank loan. So here what I have done, so 25 lakh into 20%, that is 5 lakh rupees. So here equity, what I have done, total investment minus debt, I'm going to get my equity. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
ma'am, can you explain how you totaled the salaries?
So salary, nothing, ma. I just put some product. Some product. I have put some product wherein I have selected the first, this one. So the salary amount and the number of people. That's it. So equals some product, select the salary amount, comma, the number of people it is required. Close the bracket. I'll get per month the salary expenses is 95,000.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, once again, can you show the formula for the salary, ma'am?
Excuse me, girls.
Ma'am, done.
Okay, what about others?
Completed, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now here, how this calculation is done means total sum. Okay, so here I have taken the total sum of this entire thing. So for the first year, how much is the total sales? Like that, I have done the sum function. Okay, online aggregators. So online aggregators, how much they are telling? So it is on the total annual sales. I am going to take the value. Okay, that is for. So here online aggregators, they are telling 40% of total sales. So equals total sales into 40%. Okay, and this is going to remain the same for all the years. Sorry. So this value into 40%. So I'll just come here and drag it. So my calculation is done. So retail sales, how much it will be then? So equals total sales minus online aggregators. Okay, so it will be this much. Then operating expenses. So rent, how much they are telling? So rent, yeah, here. So 450 square feet, we require rupees 150 per square feet per month. Okay, so here I'll tell equals, open the bracket. So 450 into 150, 450 square feet into 150 per square feet. And this is per month into 12 months. Okay. So rent, they have not mentioned anything has such increase in the rent or something. They have not mentioned anything as such. So this is going to remain the same throughout the years. Okay, salary. So salary, how much? So per month, the salary is 95,000 per month. So for 12 months, it will be this much. So I'm going to, so next month, what they are telling, salary will be, there is an hike. So wage inflation in the economy by 7%. So 7% salary hike has to be done. So previous year value into, open the bracket, 1 plus 7%. Close the bracket, enter. So I'm going to drag this. So now commission. So commission, how much we are going to give. So it is on how much they are making the sales. Online aggregators. So we are telling that commission will be 36% on the total sales, whatever they are making. So here it will be equals online aggregators. So 30% into 30%. Okay. So this is going to remain the same. I'm going to come here and drag. Interest expenses. So interest expenses is what I'm going to take the loan. So loan, here I'm going to take the bank loan 20% at 12% interest rate. Okay. So here I'll tell equals. So debt amount into 12%. Okay. And this is going to remain the same every year. I'm going to drag it. Now done. Food cost. So food cost, what they are telling, food cost, where it was, where it went, food cost, food expenses. So food expenses are expected to be 35%. So 35% food expenses is happening. So food cost will be, so it is on total sales equals, so this value into 35%. Okay. So I'm going to drag this. Now profit after tax, that is profit before tax. So it will be equals C24, that is total sales minus sum of all this expenses. Okay, I'll close the bracket, enter. So tax we will calculate it. So here what did I do? Equals total annual sales minus sum of operating expenses. I'm going to take this over here. So here they are telling tax. So tax, how much they are going to pay? So tax rate is 35%. So tax will be equals PBT into 35%. So I'm going to drag it. So like this I need to calculate. Understood?
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
From the online aggregators.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So online aggregators, how much they are telling? So online aggregators will be 40% on the total sales, isn't it? So equals annual sales into 40%. Okay. So I'll come here and drag it. Retail sales equals total annual sales minus online aggregators. So this is retail sales. What is happening? Then rent expenses. So rent expenses, what they are telling, 450 square feet I need at the rate of 150 per square feet. That is per month. Okay. So I'll take equals 450 into 150. So this is per month. Okay. So this has to be done for 12 months into 12. And they are telling that there is no increase in the rent and all. So this is going to remain the same for every year. This is done. So salaries, I will show till salaries, you people solve, then I will show the remaining one, or else you people might get confused. So salary, we got 95,000 equals 95,000 into 12. So that is per month I am spending 95,000 for salary. So 12 months it is 11 lakh 40,000. So here what they are telling, so there is an increase, wage inflation in the economy by 7%. So salary has to be incremented by 7% equals previous year value into, open the bracket, 1 plus, 7%. 7% increase. Enter. So I'll come here and drag the value. Got it? So till here you people solve it.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please show the formulas?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
can you show the numbers now so that we can verify?
Done, ma'am.
What about others?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now commission. So commission, how much they are telling? So for this online aggregators, the commission will be 30% I'm going to pay. So commission will be equals online aggregators into 30%. Okay. So I'm going to drag it. Next one is interest expenses. So interest expense, what they are telling. So I'm going to take 20% bank loan with the interest rate of 12%. So here equals, so debt amount into 12%. So and this interest rate is going to remain the same throughout the years. So I'll take the previous year value and drag it. Next, food cost. So food cost, how much they are telling? Food expenses are expected to be 35% of the contribution. So 35% of the contribution means equals, so this value. So that is total annual sales into 35%. So I come here and drag it. So profit before tax will be equals total annual sales minus sum of operating expenses. Enter.
Ma'am, can you once again show the interest expense?
So interest expenses will be equals. So here I have taken this debt amount. Okay. 5 lakh rupees debt. So on this they are telling it is 12%. So here you can see. So bank loan, I have taken 20% of bank loan at the interest rate of 12%. So here we have mentioned debt is, so debt is this much. So that is total investment into 20%. That is 5 lakh rupees debt I am taking. So here interest will be equals, so the debt amount into 12%. And this is going to remain the same for every year. Okay. So PBT, that is profit before tax, will be total annual sales minus sum of all the operating expenses. So that will be my PBT. And here tax, what they are telling. So tax rate is 35%. So equals previous year PBT into 35%. So this is the values. You people can try.
Done, ma'am.
What about others?
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Check
Done.
the values. Check the values.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Now coming for cash flow statement. So here initial investment. So initial investment means the value has to be taken in minus, means that means the money is, oh, sorry, set. So initial investment will be equals, so total investment. Okay. Then in this debt, how much? So debt we are receiving. So debt will be 5 lakh. Okay. At the end of the 5th year, I am going to repay this debt, equals minus 5 lakh. After 5 years, I'm going to pay it back. So I'm going to get this deposit refund. So I'm going to get this amount. So deposit amount 10 lakh, I'm going to get it back. So profit after tax, e- excuse me. So profit after tax. So I'm going to drag it. So here it will be equals sum of this values. Okay. So initially, so nothing is happening. So my IRR will be this much, 10%. Understood? You want me to show it once again?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So initial investment. Initial investment means I'm spending money. So that will be 25 lakh. Okay. Then debt. So debt is 5 lakh rupees. Receiving money. I'm receiving the debt amount. Okay. So debt amount they are telling we are going to refund it uh, after 5 years. So equals minus 5 lakh rupees I'm going to refund. Deposit, so repaid. So the debt is repaid. Sorry, not refunded. It has been repaid. Deposit is refunded. So deposit amount is 10 lakh. Okay. So here profit after tax. The first year it was nothing. So from the year 2020, I have to bring down this profit after tax to this place, drag it. Now equals sum of all these values. So first year it is nothing before I start. So IRR after 5 years, whatever the investment is going to make on that, he is going to get 10% profit. Clear?
Ma'am, can you please explain it again?
One second. So initial investment means the amount what I'm investing in my business. So what they are telling, total investment. So for deposit, I'm going to pay 10 lakh. For renovation, I'm going to pay 15 lakh. So overall total investment is 25 lakh rupees. The amount what I'm going to spend equals minus, I'm going to take this total investment. Clear? So debt raised. So debt, first I received the debt. So debt amount, how much they are telling, out of that total investment, 20% I'm going to take the debt. That is loan. So loan, how much I have taken? 5 lakh rupees. Okay. And I have received, and after 5 years, I'm going to repay it to the bank minus 5 lakh. Okay. So deposit. So what they have told here, so here they are telling that, so the deposit will be refunded to Sumit, isn't it? So deposit amount, how much it is? 10 lakh. So equals 10 lakh deposit will be refunded to him. Okay. So now profit after tax. So when I'm starting the business, nothing it was just an investment. I was just making arrangement. The actual transactions, the actual this one work of the business got started from the year 2020. Okay. So the profit after tax is calculated from 2020 equals, take this profit after tax. So I'll bring this profit after tax here. Now total cash flow. So initially, how much is the was the investment, everything I have done? So it is minus 20 lakh rupees. So here I'll just come here and drag. So once I have done all those things, I'm going to get 10% IRR. Means whatever the total investment he has done, that is 25 lakh, on that 10% profit is going to get. If it was minus, means it was a loss. But it is not minus, it is in plus. So after the informations, whatever he has given, I have calculated. This is very basic and simple calculation what we have done. Okay. So total sales we have seen, what are the operating expenses, online aggregators, what it is. We have prepared the cash flow statement, based on which I got to know that Sumit, if he is investing 25 lakh rupees, on that after 5 years is going to get 10% of profit. So he can definitely make the investment in the business. So if it was coming, this IRR, if it is coming in minus, that means it is a loss. So he cannot go ahead with the business. Now he can aram se get into the business. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma.
ma'am, the calculation of IRR. Can you please repeat?
Calculation of IRR. So here I have put this one, total investment, that is minus, that is 25 lakh I am spending the amount. Debt I have received 10 lakh rupees. Received 10 lakh, and after 5 years I am going to repay it. Okay. And they are telling that deposit amount is refunded to Sumit. So he will be receiving it. So it is taken in plus. So it is taken in plus. So profit after tax, so the even the company was ready, like in 2019 I made myself prepared to start the business. So it actually started its transactions and it processing everything from the year 2020. So profit after tax has to be bought here. Okay. And here I'm going to put sum of all the things whatever it has happened. So here I'll give equals IRR of this particular thing. It is 10%. That is internal rate of returns. So whatever the investment Sumit is doing, that is 25 lakh rupees investment, whatever he is doing. So he is going to get 10% profit on it. So if this 10% was in negative, that is minus, then it was a loss.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, in the area of PBT, I'm getting a different value, ma'am.
Where? PBT.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm getting in minus.
How come you'll get it in minus? Yeah. See, check this values are correct. Operating expenses. So this total annual sales, just check the values are correct. and operating expenses, just check whether the values are correct. So PBT will be total annual sales minus sum of operating expenses.
Can you just show once the formula of the commission, ma'am?
Commission is online aggregators. So online aggregators on the total sales, they are going to make 40%. So on that, we are going to pay them 30% commission. So whatever the sales they have made.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, you people also got the answer 10% IRR.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts? So this is the first case study what we have solved on. So usually when we are working for any financial analyst or something as such, so our clients are going to get us the information. Like previously when we had discussed, financial modeling means was what? So based on the past history or on the current information, whatever we have, we are going to calculate the future. Okay, so by Mr. Sumit, whatever the information he has given, so we have calculated all the things. We have gathered the information and we have calculated, based on which we can tell that if he is investing in a business, so at present, so in the future, either he is going to make a profit or not. Okay, so we are going to solve few more case studies in the upcoming class. Okay, so 5 case studies we will do. So today we have done, so 4 more is left out. So probably 7th you will be having your exam. So 7th you will be having your exam. So 6th we will have the revision. Clear,
Ma'am,
girls?
these exams, ma'am, they'll be held online or we should come to NICT?
Online. So we will
Okay,
share
ma'am.
you the
Ma'am,
link. So
it'll be
you need to,
practical.
sorry.
Will it be practical or theory, full theory?
No, theory, multiple choice only, but still you need to do some calculations and all, because it is completely calculation based only, right? So you can use the calculator or something in order to calculate and find the answers. So it will be not like how we are solving now, nothing has such. It will be multiple choice only, but still there will be set of calculations which will be involved in it. So Tuesday we will have the revision class. Okay. So if you are preparing for the exam, you have to prepare it from the beginning, from the Excel refresher, financial statements, whatever we have done, and the case studies. So from anything, the questions might be created. Okay. It will be multiple choice. They will share the link, so you need to attend at the same timings you are going to attend the class. But in the class they will be sharing the link how you are going to take the exam. So you need to follow the instructions, complete the exams, and that's it. Okay.
Ma'am,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, what will be the time duration of the exam?
1 hour.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, you will give the present PPTs, no, ma'am, like the theory part.
Yeah, I'll share the PPT. I'll share the PPT on probably on Friday. I will share it so that you can prepare it. So 2-3 days you can prepare. Okay. So I'll wind up the
ma'am,
session. Any yes, ma?
ma'am, I got the IRR as 5%.
5%. Just check the
Ma'am,
values. Check the values if anywhere something has gone wrong. Yes, ma?
ma'am, checking 1 minute.
Yeah. So check it from the beginning. So quantity, price, annual sales.
No, ma'am, I'm not finding any error.
In the annual sales,
No, ma'am, till profit after tax, everything is right.
everything is right. Over here, just see initial investment should be in minus.
Yeah, ma'am.
And the debt repaid should be in minus.
Ma'am, I've taken deposit refund as negative and refund
Oh,
as
that's why.
repaid as positive.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay. See, now you are able to get the answer properly.
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay, ma. Okay, girls. No doubts, right?
No,
No
ma'am.
doubt. Okay, so you people can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.